Well info has been updated for EDR version 26.1 and higher. When you navigate to Well info via the EDR's main menu, your Well info screen looks like this. Right away, you'll notice the look and feel is completely different to any previous version of Well info, but the underlying workflow and process is the same. The type of information that you'll be required to enter about your wells is the same. What is new are features that provide visibility to information that wasn't previously available, such as your wells histories, and access to tools that help you manage your wells in ways that weren't possible before. Also, some general usability enhancements have been introduced, such as context-sensitive tips to guide you through the process of entering information about your wells. The way that you access Advanced Mode and Well info has also changed. In the past, you were prompted to enter the Well info expert password. Now, you'll be prompted to enter the daily EDR password provided by technical support. This may be required for certain things, like changing the operator, if necessary, and moving or deleting tower sheets. The main Well info screen now has a list of all wells in the system, including any active, paused, or ended wells, and any well phases associated with paused wells. In this example, you can see 4 wells in total. One of them is paused and has 2 additional phases. Each well or phase has buttons to access the tools to manage them, or to quickly view information about them. Further, there's a calendar view beside the list of wells that you can use to select your start, spud, release, and end dates, or to view information about wells from specific dates. The calendar is color-coded in alignment with the colored pills in the list of wells. Green is active, yellow is paused, and gray is ended. In this example, you can see there were no wells for the month of April. There was one well running through May and the early part of June, which was ended on the 16th, and, on the 16th, a couple of wells were opened and then paused. There is one active well on the 17th. When you need to open a new well, you'll be prompted to pause or end the current well. You can use the calendar to choose the pause date and time. In this example, the well is being paused as of the previous day. Then, you'll be prompted to launch the next well. You can resume a previously paused well, open a new well, or look at racking and stacking options, if applicable. In this example, a new well is being opened. The well opening process is now broken down into 3 separate screens. Previous versions of Well info used a single, much busier-looking screen. Required fields are still marked with an asterisk, and if information is not entered or is entered incorrectly, you'll be prompted to address it. Here's an example of a context-sensitive tip that helps to validate information as you enter it and guides you on the correct use of Well info fields. To complete the well opening process, just fill out the required Well info fields as you normally would, and select the appropriate dates and times using the calendar. Your new well will instantly appear in the well list on the Well info main screen, and your previous well will be ended or paused, depending on your selections. But, let's go back and take a closer look at that third screen, the timeline screen. I mentioned there are 3 screens that you're presented with when opening a well, and the timeline screen is one of them. You can select the Edit Well button for any well to find those same 3 screens you first saw when opening a new well. Each screen, that is, well details, location information, and timeline, has some information that's directly editable, and some information that's view only. The timeline screen also has an interactive visualization of your well phases. Select any phase to view some basic info about it and make edits if applicable. You can also label your timeline phases using preset labels or custom labels. Any labels you set will be reflected on the well list automatically. Remember, you can manage your well info directly from the well list on the well info main screen. For example, here's how to end a well. Select the End button. A prompt is displayed, giving you the option to end the well or pause it instead. If you choose to end the well, you just use the calendar to select release time and end time. Once you've confirmed your choices and ended the well, you are again automatically prompted to launch another well. Again, you can choose to resume a previously paused well, open a new well, or consider racking and stacking options if available. In this example, let's resume a previously paused well. Here are a couple of additional features you should be aware of. The first one has to do with EDR upgrades. If an upgraded EDR version is available, you'll be prompted to install it when you pause or end a well. The second relates to provisioning. If the rig needs to be provisioned, you can now access the provisioning workflow from the updated well info screens. In general, this is still the same well info you're used to. It's just been reorganized and presented in a different way, and enhanced by some new features that take advantage of the EDR's recently modernized interface to represent your well information in a more visual manner and give you easier access to tools for managing that info.